choke me out, and I pay close attention. Really learn the code.
All right, everybody, he is the superstar for Sportsnet. Nick Kypreos in the building. Talking all things blue and white fever is on. It is fall. The leaves are turning color, but they will not fall. Shall they rise above? I know it's getting deep. Let's talk about, first of all, the big superstars to look out for this year. The two Bs.
Well,
Boland and Bernier, right?
Yeah, Bernier and throwing Clarkson too. The emphasis this summer was a little bit more character, obviously. People remember the last 10 minutes in Boston, so they want to avoid that. So what do? They add some guys with some character. Boland's a guy that's won 2 Stanley Cups in Chicago, so he can come in with a winning attitude and work with some of the kids with the Leafs. Clarkson was a huge signing, 7 years, close to $37 million. Unfortunately, he can't play for the next 10 games. And you mentioned Bernier. They wanted to upgrade the goaltending. Reimer's been terrific in these preseason, and it appears that he may even start tonight over Bernier, but that might be just a thank you over what he was able to do last year and getting the team in the playoffs. But they really believe that they upgraded with Bernier, especially the way he handles the puck.
That's got to hurt for Reimer.
Well, hey, listen, it hurt for all of us when we played. There was always a level of competition, and that's what you just live with as an athlete. There's always somebody that's willing to take your job wholeheartedly, and you got to fight for it, and that's what Reimer's been able to do so far. Well,
they get paid really, really well, but their pressure is intense. So who are the rookies that we're zeroing in on?
Well, for the Leafs, I think it's Morgan Rielly. He's one of those kids that can come in now and hopefully make a difference. The problem is it's a tough position to come and learn at such a young age. But right now it looks like he's going to start as the 7th defenseman. And if he doesn't prove himself in the first 8 to 9 games, then he'll go back to junior. They don't want to push it and ruin him. A lot of people feel like Luke Schenn was pushed when he shouldn't have been pushed, and therefore it didn't work out. They don't want to make the same mistake with Morgan Rielly.
So season opener tonight, how does that set the tone for the home opener on Saturday? Does it affect them psychologically in how they come out fresh out of the gate?
Well, I think so, because they're on the road. Obviously, it's going to be tough in Montreal, and then they go into Philadelphia as well before they come back Saturday against Ottawa. But it looks like they'll probably play Bernier Wednesday night, so both goalies will get a feel for the season real early here. And you know, at worst case scenario, it's a split, but there's now a realignment for the Leafs.
Yeah, how does that affect the schedule?
Well, it affects the schedule, hopefully, for all teams throughout the National Hockey League. It's a better travel schedule. That's what they wanted to work with. But for the Leafs, it might be even tougher from a percentage point, because there's more teams in the East than there are in the West. So they're gonna have a tough battle. They've got Detroit now in their division, and of course that's a great rivalry, but one that will not help the Leafs make the playoffs, certainly because of the level of competition, like a Detroit now in their division.
Okay, so the truth, after a 9-year dry spell, you saw that fire was stoked.
Yeah.
The fever was red hot last year. We were so excited. You could taste and envision the cup again, making it through the playoffs. Do you think the team is strong and tight enough to get there again this year?
Yes, I do, especially when you add Bernier, who's, again, should be one of the better premier goalies in the league, providing he continues to make progress. He's only played 60 games so far in his career, but the upside's there. Reimer looks even stronger than he did last year when he got the team in the playoffs, so that alone should help them make the playoffs. I think that they're a playoff team again, but it's going to be a challenge, Dina.
Awesome. There's a lot of negativity, but there's always that unwavering support, as we talked about earlier with
Look
Kev.
at you with your jersey.
Kessel, baby. Kessel, 81.
Kessel.
This happens to be coincidentally the year I was born.
And there's talk about him signing a new contract as much as $60 million over 8 years.
Are you kidding me?
We'll see if that happens in the next little while.
Okay, speaking of numbers, what do you think the score is going to be tonight?
They have good success in Montreal, so I'll take the Leafs 4-2. How's that?
4-2. You heard it here first. Follow him at Real Kuiper on Twitter, as well at SN Hockey Central. Also, you've got your Hockey Central show starting up again, yes? Firing up at what time tonight?
We're on Connected. We did the preview show last night. We got Hockey Central at noon, Monday through Friday.
Thanks for getting up early. It's going to be a long night.
Thank you. Look how comfortable I am. I have my shoes on your couch.
Come back anytime. You know what? We do that. But whatever you do, don't lick your phone. You have a BlackBerry too. It's filthy. We'll discuss. Cav, over to you. Go Leafs! Thank you.